Never done anything wrong there. Yes, I went in the home, but my back window is a plexiglass and I needed more dog food because when they came and locked me out, I had my grandson and a dog to deal with, and they gave me 20 minutes to get all my stuff together. They were supposed to come on a Monday. I had all my refrigerator, my freezer stuff, my clothes packed. When they didn't come, I thought Jeannie maybe was, I had the 45 days. Then they came on Thursday at 10:30 in the morning, and I had my grandson and my dog, and I was trying to gather everything, and I had not gotten dog food. So yes, I was wrong, but I have never done anything wrong there besides they never told me I couldn't. They never said, and everyone there knew I was there. They never come to me and said, Cheryl, you have to leave. So that's not my fault. They never came there. All the maintenance guys, Jeannie, Andrea, they all knew I was there.
Hello. Your name?
Cheryl Cordet.
All right.
Um, First,
And we had a judgment in this. This is your motion to set it aside.
first of all, I was on the phone with Zoom. The reason why I got defaulted, but you didn't hear me. And prior to being on hold, waiting for my name to be called, I had called Jeannie to let her know the dates and stuff like that, what I was going to pay. But apparently she didn't speak up for me and let you know that I was on the phone, so you called it. But I still didn't have the amount of money to pay. So now it came to a 3-day notice. They end up locking me out, I don't know, for like a week and a half now. When they told me the 3-day notice, I called and we asked what if they put my stuff on the streets. And she said no, because it was different situation because I own the trailer. That I had 45 days to pay or move. So a week later, after they locked me out, a week later, I called them and told them to find out the exact amount of what I had to pay. She said, no, you have to move or sell your trailer. And I about freaked because that's my home. I've been there 13 years. And so long story short, I'm trying to get it dismissed. I have $1,800. That's including the $600 I paid when I filed for the motion. I have to actually 400. I have 800 now, but I have 400 that I can do a debit or go straight to the bank and bring the other 400 back. Plus I paid the 600 to the court when I filed the motion. And I'm asking to try to get back in my home because if you grant this and I give you the 1,800, I have no money left to say anywhere. So I'm on Social Security now. I get my Social Security check on Wednesday. Well, they say the third Wednesday of every month, but it's been coming on a Monday, 2 days before. So I'm asking to get till next Friday to pay the balance, which Madden is going to help me with some, and then I'll have the balance by next Friday. But if I can't get back into my home, I have no place to stay if I give you what money I have now.
I got you. Miss Dornbush, do you know what your client's position on it is, or?
Yes, so just to clarify, Your Honor, so a judgment was entered by default back on May 11th, and this motion was filed, I don't know, earlier this week, last week. And so it wasn't a timely filed motion to begin with. Additionally, as Ms. Cornett indicated, they've already executed the order of eviction. The 45-day time frame that Ms. Cornett is referring to is not pertaining to her occupancy of the home. It's pertaining to her disposition of the home on the site since she owns it.
But when I call them,
Ma'am, please go ahead, Ms. Dornbush.
Your Honor, my client is not in agreement with reestablishing a tenancy with Ms. Cornett. I would also add, Your Honor, that after the order of eviction was executed, Ms. Cornett was found breaking into the home so she could cook a meal there. The police were called and the home had to be resecured at that point. So unfortunately, Your Honor, my client is not they're not interested in reestablishing a tenancy with Ms. Cornett.
Never done anything wrong there. Yes, I went in the home, but my back window is a plexiglass and I needed more dog food because when they came and locked me out, I had my grandson and a dog to deal with, and they gave me 20 minutes to get all my stuff together. They were supposed to come on a Monday. I had all my refrigerator, my freezer stuff, my clothes packed. When they didn't come, I thought Jeannie maybe I had the 45 days. Then they came on Thursday at 10:30 in the morning, and I had my grandson and my dog, and I was trying to gather everything, and I had not gotten dog food. So yes, I was wrong, but I have never done anything wrong there besides not paying my rent on time or my grass not being cut. I have also not volunteered, but told them that with my social security now that I'm going to do automatic payments for my rent, so this will never happen again.
The
There-
other thing, Your Honor, and the other reason why, I mean, part of the reason is after being evicted, Miss Cornett moved into the home across the street as an unauthorized occupant.
They never told me I couldn't. They never said, and everyone there knew I was there. They never come to me and said, Cheryl, you have to leave. So that's not my fault. They never came there. All the maintenance guys, Jeannie, Andrea, they all knew I was there.
That home was subsequently evicted, Your Honor, due to, there was a pending non-payment case in that case as well. And so the problem resolved itself through the eviction that was pending in that case.
Okay. The motion to set aside either the writ or the judgment in this case, given all of the circumstances, the court is going to deny that motion. The writ and the execution of that writ will stand. The disposition of the $600, which is paid over, there's still a back balance owed.
At present, Your Honor, the balance is $3,733.31.
So what I will do is that the bond will be paid to the plaintiff. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor,
And
I
then
think
you're checking on the
Oh,
clerk.
the other one, yes, and I'm so sorry, Your Honor. I literally just got a text message from my client confirming, yes, they did receive the payment on July 8th, confirming the remaining balance of the 6480. Your Honor, I'm not inclined to take a judgment over the 6480. I don't have any authority to waive it. If they talk to Patty in the office and Patty's agreeable to it, then so be it. If she's not, then they would just need to pay that
All right.
whenever.
Ms. Clark?
Yes. Sorry.
All right, there you are. That's okay. So there's $64 owed. They did confirm the payment. You're 2 days late. Ms. Dornbush doesn't have the authority to waive it, but there's not going to be a judgment over that amount. Given that it was coming from Housing Bureau for seniors, correct? That's where the
Yes.
funds came from.
Yes. They paid the 25. I don't have the exact number. I don't have my folder out anymore.
That's okay.
Yeah. And then when my dad's check. Oh, sorry.
John, you're gonna keep talking and then bad things happen. Right now, I'm about to have maybe a good thing happen. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
But the money was coming from there. I think everybody was acting in good faith to try to do that, and the money was received and everything. The court, on its own motion, is going to waive the $64. I'm just going to waive that. If the plaintiff doesn't like it, then appeal me. All right. And then we'll get you to zero, and that way they can move on. All right. I'm not going to argue over $64.
We
All right.
appreciate you in the court. Thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you.
it for me, Your
You
Honor.
guys take care.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Thank
You
you.
do the same.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna have to stand in recess. We gotta play that and then get you guys.
8301 on behalf of the plaintiff.
And Miss Alexander, how are you?
How are you?
All right, where are we now?
Your Honor, we did verify that Ms. Alexander did file a bankruptcy yesterday, and so we will be submitting an administrative close on this case today.
All right. Because there was a bankruptcy.
That's correct.
All right. This case will be administratively closed on bankruptcy. All right. Thank you. Northfield Estates versus Cheryl Cornett. Cheryl Cornett. You had her checked in? What, on Zoom or in person?
In person.
And let me pass it briefly. Maybe she stepped up. Northfield Crossing versus Jason Bradley and Nikisha Crawford. That's probably you, right? Come right up to the podium. All right, state your name.
Lakeisha Crawford.
All right, and where are we now with this case?
Your Honor, we've got a total balance due of $3,379.04. Your Honor, my understanding is that I'm not sure if it was Miss Crawford or Mr. Bradley, but an agreement was worked out with Northfield Crossing to pay that balance plus, excuse me, the August charges as follows. On July 15th, $1,250. On July 28th, $1,000. On August 11th, $1,000. And then on, I wrote down the 15th, but let me just double check and make sure that that's what was relayed to me. It says on August 15th that they would make their final payment. Your Honor, my client gave me a breakdown estimating what the August charges were going to be. But they might not be what was put here, and so I would just indicate that whatever the remaining balances would be paid on the 15th.
All right. So that agreement was worked out?
My client approved that agreement.
Okay. And in what form are we going to do that? Was it going to be in a judgment or a COD? Do we know?
I believe my client indicated judgments.
In a judgment. Okay. Ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Pardon?
Yes.
Is that
Your Honor.
no, it's okay. Is that the agreement you guys worked out?
Yes.
All right. And you would understand that while they may have given some numbers on the last payment, whatever's due will have to be paid.
Yes.
Okay. And if we're going to do that in the form of a judgment, then I'll grant a judgment. So it's going to be the 3,339, whatever, 24 plus August rent, right?
Yep.
With payments. All right. Ma'am, is there anything that you would question about a judgment entering in that form?
No, sir.
All right. And would you have any problem, and I'll enter it by default as to defendant one, but along the same terms. Would you have a problem if Ms. Dornbush give her permission to sign your name to the judgment form so it can be submitted to the court for signature?
No, I don't mind.
You don't have a problem with that, as long as it comports with what's been placed on the record?
Yes. All
All right. For you, I would just also indicate that you had 3 business days from the time of my signing of that judgment to think about it. If there's some confusion on your part, some right you didn't assert, or some misunderstanding of the judgment itself, you have the right to file a motion within that time frame to set this aside. It doesn't mean that I will, but you have the right to do that.
Okay.
Understand that?
Sir.
Any other questions about that?
No, sir.
All right. I will grant a judgment by consent as to defendant 2, by default as to defendant 1 along the same terms, consistent with the terms that are placed on the record. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. You're all set. You have a great weekend.
As well. Thank you.
Northville Crossing versus Ardell Carson. Did somebody? Whoa. Somebody else wants it.
How are you doing, Your Honor?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Doing fantastic. You have a great holiday?
Of course. Always do.
Awesome.
Power went out, but whatever. All right. How much is owing?
With cost $1,048.34.
All right. How are we gonna get this paid?
We just got approved from Hawk. They said that they will help us with our payment. I just received an email from my caseworker yesterday. And they said that they will let me know by Monday what funds they have available, and we'll be able to take it from there.
They'll let you know on Monday what form. So it's an approval by Hawk?
I just got the email yesterday.
I have nothing, right? From them. And
You do not, no.
when did you get this email?
I got it yesterday.
Yesterday, saying that you've been approved and no.
hmm
All right.
Her name is Autumn Orta.
From Autumn. Okay. What I'm inclined to do is set it over a week, see what's there. They send us a list, but she's
Okay.
not on it, but I believe.
Correct. I just
Sure.
got approved that. Yeah, just got the email yesterday.
So I'll adjourn it out to July 17, 2026 at 1 p.m. Okay?
All right.
Yep. Have a great weekend.
All right. You too, sir. Thank you so much.
Northville Crossing versus Jelene Davis. She's in Zoom. Oh, yep.
Here.
Okay, there you are. All right. And where are we on this?
Your Honor, we have a current balance due of, I think it's 1824. Or
What
18,
was that? 18?
my client
1824?
wrote it down at 1834.41, I think is how they had it. So 1834.41. And likewise, my client was able to reach terms for consent judgment with Ms. Davis to pay that balance plus the August charges. That would require a payment of $1,000 on or before July 23rd, $1,000 on or before August 5th, and then I believe any remaining balance on or before August 24th.
Is that your understanding, Ms. Davis?
Yes.
Okay. If that were entered in the form of a consent judgment, do you have any questions regarding that judgment?
No.
All right. And
I've been listening to my wife.
This is Ms. Davis, so I would enter consent defendant 1 by default along the same terms as to defendant 2. All right. And so, Ms. Davis, as long as the judgment comports with what's been placed on the record here, do you have a problem allowing Ms. Dornbush to sign your name to that?
No, I do not.
All right. And I would advise you that you have 3 business days from the time that I signed the judgment, okay? You have 3 business days to think about it. There's a right you didn't assert, some confusion on your part or something you misunderstood. You could file a motion with the court within that time frame. Doesn't mean that I would set it aside, but certainly you have that right to file that motion to set that aside. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. And what I'll do is I'll grant a judgment for possession by consent, 1834.41 plus August. It will be included in this, and a payment plan is included with that. That is by default as to defendant 2, by consent as to defendant 1.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Finally got my husband to listen to me.
Pardon?
I finally got my husband to listen to me.
Finally?
Yes.
What's his problem? Why wasn't he listening to you before?
He's just stupid.
All right, fair enough.
Remind him who I was.
Right.
I was always talking. Wouldn't let you talk.
Well, he talking on the phone now, so yeah.
Okay. All right, ma'am. You take care. You have a great weekend.
You as well. Thank you.
And show him some patience. He can't help it. It's just our gender. Northville Crossing versus Tony Rogers.
Not sure.
Tony Rogers, they are not here. You've previously been sworn. You may proceed.
Well, Your Honor, my client did reach terms for a proposed consent judgment with Ms. Rogers as well. I'll put the terms on the record, Your Honor, and then I don't know if the court would allow me to just submit that under the 7-day rule, or if you want to enter it as a default. It does, though, include the August charges, and so I'll let you know what it is. So we've got a current balance of $1,851. That balance plus the August charges. The agreement was a payment on 7/14 for $713, a payment on 7/28 for $713, a payment on August 11th for $713, and then on August 25th, any remaining balance. If the court is comfortable with it, I would propose submitting that under the 7-day rule as a consent.
Yeah. All right. And that's fine. It's just submit that under the 7-day rule. Allow her an opportunity to object. No objection, we'll sign off.
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Northville Crossing versus Cassandra Studer. And Cheryl Richter. Hello,
Hi there.
your name?
Cheryl Richter.
All right. And where are we on this case?
With cost $3,098.11.
All right. And ma'am, how are you gonna get that?
So I thought that I would be able to do that, but we had a bit of trouble with our only vehicle in our household, engine blowing up after getting repairs up. So I reached out to the Housing Bureau for Seniors, and they agreed to help us with anything that we couldn't come up with.
Pardon?
With anything that we couldn't come up.
Okay. When did they say that they would be doing that?
When they contacted me this morning, I submitted all of the documentation that they needed, paycheck stub, proof of income. So I would think that they would get back to me.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do in this case. I'm gonna grant the judgment, and I think Housing Bureau for Seniors will help you, okay? But I'm gonna find no tribal issue after hearing as to defendant 2. I'll order it by default as to defendant 1. For the total amount of the $3,098.11, which is inclusive of cost. I would extend the writ date out, and so that you know, ma'am, to let Housing Bureau for Seniors know, the writ would issue the 24th.
That is.
Okay. Pardon?
Sorry, what is that date?
The 24th. So tell them that we've entered it for about $3,100.
3,100, okay.
Okay, and that's what you're gonna need. And that you have to have that by the 24th of this month
Okay, to Northville Crossing or here?
to Northville
Okay.
Crossing. Okay, so you can let the people at Housing Bureau for Seniors know that. I think their funding limitations, at least as I last understood them, would be able to, if you came up with nothing, I think they have the funding limits to be able, depending on what access, they could pay the full amount.
Okay,
Okay?
okay, great.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Stellene Meadows versus Byron Terrazzo.
Can I go check them?
And Jasmine Harris. Either party here? Nobody's here.
And Your Honor, this is plaintiff's motion for disposition of a manufactured home. The
Yes.
court should, court file should reflect a default judgment was entered on October 17th for a total redemptive amount $2,359 to be paid on or before October 27th, 2025. That amount was not paid. An order of eviction was subsequently requested, issued, and executed. Your Honor, the mobile home at issue has been abandoned by the title holder. The sole title holder for the home is a Byron Terraza. Ms. Harris was a leaseholder only. It is our understanding, Your Honor, that Mr. Terraza may be currently living, in Guatemala. We were in communication with Mr. Terraza's brother, Jose Terraza, who does live stateside, and I believe his intentions were to assist with getting the title to the community. Those conversations have fallen through, Your Honor. I don't believe that Mr. Jose Terraza is being communicative at this point regarding that process. Since the home still resides on my client's property, the current balance owed is $6,918. We would request that the court deem this home abandoned and award title to Celine Meadows.
All right. Based on that allocation, the court will grant the plaintiff's order, grant the plaintiff's motion, and will sign the order allowing the disposition of the mobile home. And it's the one that you had submitted to the court, and I have signed it.
Thank you, Your Honor. And just for the record, I would indicate that we did serve Jose Terraza with a copy of this motion at the email address that we had previously been corresponding with him through, as well as, oddly enough, an address that a postal verification indicated that Byron Terraza was receiving mail at. So I don't know if, he's got some friends or family here who's collecting his mail, but we did serve it there as well.
I got you. Okay, fantastic.
Thank you.
Scioto Farms versus Paula Clark. Oh,
Here.
there they are. Paula Clark and Anthony Clark.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. All right. And where are we on this case?
Your Honor, the University of Michigan, I think it's the SKIP program, the Senior Services Program, had emailed my client indicating that they were going to assist with $2,529.58 that they anticipated hand delivering this past Wednesday, but they say they always give themselves 2 weeks, so they're saying no later than July 15th.
Okay.
Right now, I've got a balance due of $25.94.38, which will leave just a small portion for defendants to otherwise pay. $64.80 would be the difference. Your Honor, today is the sixth hearing on this. What I would propose, if the court is in agreement, is that the court take a judgment under advisement. If that payment is not received as promised by the University of Michigan by the 15th.
Oh, we got somebody here screaming at me. Hold on. No, come on up to the podium. State your name.
Patton Linton Housing Bureau for Seniors. So that was delivered Wednesday. So no worries. It was delivered.
Who was it
Hold on.
delivered to? It said it was delivered to Scio. Do you know who you gave it to over there?
I don't. Patty's not there. It was maybe Bob or.
So it was a gentleman, not a woman?
Yes, Patty wasn't there.
Can we pass on this? Yes, Patty is out of the office this week, so that might be why I haven't been updated. But if we could pass on this, let me verify with my client. And then
That's
before
fine.
we talking about that $65.
Before
Yes.
we do that, Judge Simpson, hi, this is Alicia. My mom's at work. Anthony's right here.
Okay.
Really quick. So we logged in and it definitely it shows the minimum due is $64.80. So it was credited when she took it in. I know Rachel Ms. Dornbush is gonna check in, make sure, but we can log in and see it right now. I have two questions though. Well, yeah. So the check for money order for 974 was for July 5th, and it was in the box before the office opened on July 6th because they were closed on Friday the 3rd, as well as, of course, the holiday, and then the 5th was on a Sunday. They charged, as soon as the office opened, before posting the check, a $55 late fee. And it's always been rule of thumb
That's
that. Go ahead, sorry.
that's part of that balance that you're talking about. That's still owed.
Yeah.
Got it.
And Madden,
Okay. If
I
the
talked to
check
her.
got there, hold
Sorry.
on. If the check got there on Wednesday, would they have been charged that?
Yes,
amount?
late fees, Your Honor, are charged after the 5th. So it charged properly on July 6th.
Got it. And the check didn't get there till the 8th.
Yes, I did ask though if the late fee was for my amount because I sent a commitment weeks ago, well, like shortly after the last hearing. And so they said it was likely because of the June. Keep in mind, the client doesn't get a social security check till the 3rd, so he can't pay the rent till the 3rd. So he had to pay
I
it.
get all of that. Thank you.
So they weren't willing to
All
pay it.
right.
A lot of people are.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is let me pass it, figure it out. Since it sounds to me like the late fee was properly charged, but we'll figure out how we're going to work that out. All right. So you can go ahead and have a seat. Ms. Dornbush is going to check, and then we'll see if we can get it resolved. Okay, Ms. Clark?
Okay.
And Anthony, she doesn't let Anthony talk. That's
No.
okay. No, don't
I'm
let him
sorry.
talk. No,
I
don't
do,
let him
but
talk. You are doing just fine. He
Well,
started
my-
talking to
well, my daddy said that if I didn't attend this, I started a new job, Judge Simpson, and I was at work. I had to leave. My daddy said that if I did not come and be present with my brother, he was going to revoke my authority with helping him. And I said, absolutely not. So
Wow.
I had to make sure that I came and I did exactly what I was asked. So and I'm asking.
Right, I got a tough family. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
But so you want us just to stay on here and just wait, right?
Yes, just stay on and we'll see if we can get an answer real quick for you guys, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Court recalls the case of Northville Estates versus Cheryl Cornett. Did she? Yep, she came there. Okay, there she is. The Section 8 type payment. Is that what you're indicating, Mr. Weiss?
Yes.
It's a housing assistance payment that hasn't been received as of yet, but her portion, you have at $559.
Correct.
Is that inclusive of your court costs?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, Ms. Kelly,
Yes,
how are you intending on getting this resolved?
I'm seeking an adjournment because I haven't received my new portion from MISTA. And I also haven't received a ledger from Group 5 Management or Randolph Court Apartments. I submitted paperwork to housing, but they have not updated my new rental portion.
Got it. So you're waiting for the update of what you're going to owe each month.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're entitled to an adjournment. I will adjourn it to 17th.
At 8:30?
Have we adjusted the dockets for Judge Brown's funeral?
Yes.
Okay. July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, man.
I do it by Zoom, Your Honor, or? make a
Pardon?
Request?
Mr. Weiss, you know how it works. Why do you ask me that each time? You want me to say no. No, yes, you can do it by Zoom, Mr. Weiss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice weekend, Your Honor.
You do the same.
Have a great weekend.
You too, man. Redford LLC versus Sama, is it Abu Hala and Qadir Dari?
Good morning, Your Honor. Adam Devlin, P72877 for the plaintiff. I have no idea on the pronunciation.
All right. Very good. I think I did kind of okay. They're not checked in. And I do not see, sir, that you paid for a second service, so they're not here. I can't
Right
take a
here.
default. Hold it. Okay, who are you?
What's this?
You'll have to unmute. Give me your name.
Your Honor, they were on a telephone. I think they just got muted. I think it's that one.
Yeah, I saw it. You'll have to unmute. Hit *6 on your phone.
Yes, we're here, Your
Okay.
Honor.
And your
We're
name?
Gadir Dari?
Sam Abelhoven.
Okay, they're here. Okay, this is a termination of tenancy action. And folks, what's your position on the termination of tenancy?
I spoke to Charlie from Redford LLC. We had made a connected back on June 3rd for inspection, and somehow there was some disconnection, but we rearranged, scheduled it for July 11th at 2 p.m. for tomorrow, for them to come and do inspection.
Perfect,
And
Your
I'm
Honor. If I
presuming
could,
counsel don't know anything about that.
never would, Your Honor. All that checks out with our typical modus operandi. I'd ask for the pretrial to be adjourned either 1 week or 2 weeks so that I can hopefully dismiss this outright.
All right. You want the 17th or the 24th?
I'm gonna look at my schedule, Your Honor. Let's do the 24th, Your Honor, please.
Will that work for you folks?
Is this for a rescheduled court for Zoom call?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, okay, what day is it again?
We'll do July 24th, 2026 at
That's
1 p.m. That is scheduled for an in-person hearing, so unless they dismiss it, you'll need to be here in person, folks.
okay. I do just when I spoke to the company yesterday, he said that once they come in, it was from to have them do an inspection.
I understand, ma'am, I understand that, but right now it's not dismissed, so I've set it for the 24th. If they dismiss it, I don't need to see you, but if they don't dismiss it, you'll need to come in.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
You do the same. Court does call the case. Camelo Rue Holdings versus Pet Pros LLC.
Pamela Rue, yes, that's correct, Your Honor. This is Hannah Cohn appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Why is this file so big? Why is they? What? Her counsel looks like she filed a bunch of paperwork. Anyway. I'm sorry. Anyone representing Pet Pros LLC? They are not here. Counsel, I would love to proceed today. However, I don't see that you paid for a second service on it, so I can't take a default. I would need to adjourn it out 1 week.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll adjourn it. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I show in JIS that the second payment was paid.
You show the second mailing was paid for?
I showed $13 the second payment was paid for a while.
I see what they did. They don't have a service fee.
18 for.
Okay, so what I'm missing is they did pay for a second service. I don't have the original service. Do you show service being, this is a full one.
And you know what? I apologize. I'm gonna take all that because it looked like they funded the accounting refunds.
Oh, they refunded it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't paid for.
It's not like they bring it.
And counsel, I'm going to indicate to you, my file is indicating that there was no initial service. Is that what you're showing also? So it may have to be reserved
Okay.
to effectuate proceeding forward. So I can adjourn it out to the 17th or 24th, whatever your pleasure.
The 17th works for us then.
Pardon?
17th works for us, right, Your Honor?
Okay. July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon.
Perfect.
That is an in-person hearing, but certainly you can file a Zoom request and the court will consider it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Lakestone Apartments versus Marjorie Marshall.
Hey, please, the Honorable Court, Steve Gann, P78219 for the plaintiff.
This is Marjorie Marshall. I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Miss Marshall.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm in the doctor's office, but I just want you to know I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's okay.
Okay.
Counsel, I would indicate that on our sheet from the assistance folks that the case was transferred to Friends Indeed for assistance, was updated 7/6. They've not been able to reach the client. They sent an email yesterday, I guess, regarding her assistance. So, ma'am, you need to check your email regarding.
Judge, if
Yes.
I could just make a quick statement. I did
Well,
everything. I did
it'll have
everything.
to be very quick, ma'am.
Okay, I did everything they told me to do. I was in touch with them. I did the phone interview. I went to the office 3 different times. So I don't know why they're saying they couldn't get in touch with me because I was talking.
Well, ma'am, I don't know either.
Okay.
There was
So-
an email sent to you yesterday, according to them.
Yes, I saw
I'm
it.
telling you to check your email, get back in touch with them.
Okay, I will get it taken
Mr.
care of.
Dan, what is the amount that's owed?
Sir, the current amount due owing is $4,468.91. That's inclusive of the $252.80 in attorney fees. So rent to
All right.
retain alone is $4,416.11.
Got it.
And that's including the water bills and the late fees. They put the water bill in there too, sir.
And
As
the
part of the
water bill
lease.
rent if it's not paid.
I'm sorry.
The water bill will become rent if it's not paid.
Okay, yeah, I will pay everything.
I'll adjourn the matter to July 17th, 2026 at
3 p.m.
3 p.m. All right, ma'am, that is an in-person hearing, so you'll need to be here.
Okay, so if I pay everything, do I still have to come?
No, if everything's paid, you just have to make sure that everything's paid.
Okay, then, thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
please reach out to me if everything's paid so that we can get the proper paperwork to the court and it can save the court some time getting it off the calendar.
Okay, and so who are you?
I'm the attorney for the landlord, Steve Gann. My name's on the paperwork.
Okay, then, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Court calls the
Judge.
case Lakes Apartments versus Gwendolyn Munson.
Steve Gann for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
She's here.
Gwendolyn Munson.
I did see her on the screen, Your Honor.
I'm not picking her up. I do. Oh, I do. Ms. Munson? What am I looking for?
She's just her name. She does not have her name on yet.
Thank you. Gwendolyn Munson? Come. You prompted her.
Said in her chat that if she's not good.
This is his last one, right?
Your Honor, if you want to pass this for a couple of minutes, I know you've got
Yeah,
171 cases.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gann. Legends of Rosewood Village versus Leena Awad.
Good morning, Judge Mark Wasbury for plaintiff.
And also Tiffany Coleman.
Yes, we're both here.
Coleman. Oh,
yes, I'm
you're
here.
both here.
Yes.
Oh, okay. 2 screens. Got it. Okay. All right. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Judge, rent to retain possession is $4,230.33. Court costs are $218.98.
What's that total amount, sir?
Four
I'm
thousand.
sorry.
That's okay. $4,449.31.
All right. Folks, how are we intending on getting this paid?
So we have half, so we're here because of my half. So Lena has the half from last month and this month. I'm just falling short because of other financial issues, but we did apply, well, I did apply for emergency rental assistance like 2 days ago. So I'm waiting to just hear back from that. And then also just applying to jobs. I was applying to like salaried positions to kind of get back in corporate, as well as short-term waitressing and bartending, which I start actually today at 6. So
Okay.
it's in the
So you applied for state emergency relief?
correct. 2 days ago.
And how many people are in the unit?
Me and Lena.
Two.
Okay. So this, just so that you know, because it sometimes says state emergency relief, but it won't, it's not even looking to cover everything. It would, at most, if you're approved, you're gonna get $520. Okay, if that's through DHS. All right, so, all right, you're entitled to an adjournment. And the only question is what can you pay between now and the next date that I said?
Well, we for sure, as of today, have her entire half, so half of that bill.
Okay. So you want me to do math? So you
It's
have
about
about
1,600, 1,700.
you have 1,700, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this then to start this out. Get the $1,700 to the landlord.
Well, they
Okay,
won't let
when
us
could-
pay it split.
Oh, they
take
will
it.
now.
We'll take it.
Yeah, yes. I will order them to take your half, okay?
Okay.
All right. So get the 1,700 to the landlord. Get that in by first part of next week. So by Monday. And then I will adjourn this matter out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, so you'll need to be here unless everything is paid in full. And then we'll figure out where we'll go from here. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Can you let us
Thank
know
you.
which court is it? The one on Hogback or?
That's the only court around. No, yes, it's the one on Hogback. That's the one I'm at, and it'd be in courtroom C.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. Court calls the case of Town Center Place versus James Harrison.
Mark Wasbury for plaintiff, judge.
He's here, you said? James Harrison? Are you prompting him?
Unmute video.
Yep,
Okay.
there we go. James Harrison?
Yes.
Okay, he's here. What is plaintiff's claim, including court costs?
Judge, this is a termination of tenancy.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Harrison, they're seeking to terminate your tenancy at Town Center.
Yes.
Sir, what's your position on that?
I would like to continue this, please. I'm having real bad pains right now. Oh my God.
He needs to get legal representation.
Got it. Thank you. All right, I'll give you a week to get that accomplished, sir. So you may want to call legal services or the U of M clinic.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, so I'll need you to come down to the courthouse, okay?
Ann Arbor?
Well, in Pittsfield, out by the sheriff's department, Hogback and Carpenter.
Okay.
All right. Oh my God.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
thank you.
Thank
Is
you,
that it
Judge.
for you, Miss? All
Yes,
right.
thanks.
Thank you, sir. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Barnes and Barnes versus Tayyab Khan.
Ellis Friedman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
All right. Tayyab Khan, they've not checked in. They've not checked in. If you'd raise your right hand, I can't see it. Where's it? Well, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm
raised.
testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. It's
Okay, I see you. Go ahead, sir.
1485, around 250 in cost for 1735.
1735. Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your
sir. That it?
That's it for me today.
Hello. Did you call Keanu?
No. You said Mr. Gams ready?
So, whatever, that's a camera.
Well, I'm not going to do that. Pines of Clover Lane versus Keontae James.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Aldo Silva on behalf of the plaintiff.
James, you'll need to turn a camera on. Do I have him? He dropped.
Yep.
Is he back in?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I'll need a camera, sir. What is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Rent to retain, Your Honor, is $3,413.33. That's through the month of July. Costs are $175 for a total of $3,588.33.
All right, Mr. James, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I have 1,700 I can pay today, and then I just need like another week.
Okay, so pay your 1,700 today. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2020. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 3 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. If you get it paid by then and everything is paid in full, I don't need to see you, but otherwise you'll need to appear at the courthouse.
Okay, sounds great. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Pines of Clover Lane versus Eduardo Handel and Nellie Handel. Handel, I don't have either party counsel, so if you raise your right hand to be sworn, do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed.
Your Honor, we're asking for a default for possession only. Rent to retain is $3,377.96. Costs in the amount of $214 for a total of $3,591.96.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Pines of Clover Lane versus Cassandra Oliver and Daniel Dosh. Oliver, Dosh, neither party is present. You may proceed.
And we're asking for a default for possession only. Rent to retain is $2,446.49. Cost of $214 for a total of $2,660.49.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount in the amount requested. Writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great weekend.
You do the same, sir. Recalling Lakestone Apartments versus Gwendolyn Munson.
May it please the Honorable Court, Steve Gann for the plaintiff.
Miss Munson, I did see her.
Yeah, she's smoking.
Miss Munson? Miss Munson, make sure you put out the cigarette first thing. Second thing is, Yeah, they put it out. Okay. And then Ms. Munson, wait, can you hear us? Okay, there's something wrong with your audio on this. So I'm gonna go ahead, hold on a second. We can't hear you. So here's what I'm gonna do. Mr. Gann, how much is owing?
Your Honor, currently there is 3,728.04 in rent, 252.80 in court fees, for a total of 3,980.84. 3,980.84.
All right. And ma'am, are you gonna be able to get that paid? Why don't you nod at me if you think you can get it paid? Okay, have you applied for assistance? Okay, you're just gonna have the money? Okay, ma'am, here's what I'm gonna do. Get as much paid to the landlord as you can by next week. I'm going to adjourn this out 1 week to July 17th, 2026 at 3 p.m. Okay, that's an in-person hearing, so you'll have to come down to the courthouse unless everything is paid in full. Did you understand that, ma'am? Thank you. All right. We did good with nodding and everything. Okay, you have a great weekend.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's my morning call, but unfortunately for you, you get to see me this afternoon.
Yeah, I
See-
know. I was dreading it, but okay, we'll see. No.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Gann. Arbor Club versus Kimberly Jones.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
Kimberly Jones, they're not here. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, this is a non-payment of rent possession case. There's currently a balance due, including costs totaling $2,010, 2010, requesting to file judgment in that amount with a writ to be issued after July 20th.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested. Writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Harbor House versus Cameron Diaz.
Morning,
Here,
again, Your
Your
Honor.
days. All right. And he is here. And Mr. Katz, how much is owing on this, including costs?
Your Honor, non-payment rent possession case, including cost $2,945, 2945.
All right. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Thank you, sir. I am currently working with the Department of Veterans Affairs to help with the funds to go towards the account, and I'm also working as well. I just started a job this past week, so with those two, I hope to pay the rent and do that.
So you're a veteran?
Yes, sir.
What branch?
Air Force.
Okay, I won't hold that against you. No, I'm kidding. All right. So you're working with the Veterans Administration to get some assistance.
Correct. The Veterans Relief Fund.
Yeah. Okay. Have they timed out when they're going to give you an answer on it?
I turn in my application this upcoming Monday.
Gotcha. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do, sir. I'm going to adjourn it out to the 17th.
Okay.
2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing. So you'll need to come down to the court. The other thing, since you are applying for assistance, there's a form in your packet called a rental assistance form. You'll need to fill that form out with the information on there and supply that to the court by Wednesday.
Okay, thank you, sir. I'll make sure
All
to
right.
get that.
All right. Okay, thank you. Amen.
Have a good day, sir.
You do the same.
Thank you. Bye.
Arbor House versus Alexander Plagenic.
Morning again, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff. I believe the defendant, I thought I saw their name.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Good morning.
There we go.
Did I even get the name close?
Closer than most, I guess. It's Pavianich.
That was a nice way to put that.
It's a steep
But
learning curve
anyway.
on that one.
All right. So, how much is owing?
Non-payment rent possession case balance, including costs, is $2,945, 2945.
All right. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I got this apartment with the assistance of SOS Community Services in Washtenaw County. There's been a lot of like crosswires and miscommunication and like outright non-communication, sort of like on both sides, between myself and the leasing agency. I am going to be responsible. I am responsible personally for $900 of any outstanding balance, and my caseworker is currently out of office until the 14th, but she confirmed with me that the remaining balance would be covered by SOS. So I am in the process of attaining a money order right now, and I'm hoping by the time
how much are you gonna? How much is your money order going to be for, sir?
So I'm responsible for $900
So
of the
when are
remaining
you going to pay
balance.
the $900 to the landlord?
I have to. Well, see, the thing is, I had a money order initially that I had lost, so I have to file a claim. I'm filing a claim today. I just got paid today, so I'm filing like a return claim or whatever. I think it's like $21.
I understand that. So how much are you going to pay to the landlord before next week?
Before next week, I'm hoping that I will have my portion in full by next week, and
so you're going to pay $900. You're going to pay $900. When can you pay that, sir?
Correct. Basically, as soon as this money order situation is
well, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen in a week. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn it out to the 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing. You'll have to come down. You'll have some news from your SOS worker.
Right.
And you'll have whatever payment you're going to have in, and then we'll take it from there. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
6 trails. Is that it for you, sir?
No. You got more of me. Not so
all right,
lucky, Your
6
Honor.
trails. 6 trails versus Kevin Is it Haffaker?
It is Huffaker, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Katz, how much is owing on that?
Non-payment of rent possession only $2,908, $2,908.
And sir, how are you going to get that paid?
I just got working again. I lost my job at the beginning of May. I have maybe a couple $100 I could pay, but I'm currently trying to get back on my feet.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. You can apply for any assistance you can. We gave you the numbers in the video at the very beginning.
Yes,
you can also
those
reach
down.
out to the landlord to see if you can work out some type of payment agreement. If you have a couple $100, you need to pay that. Can you get that paid by the 15th?
Yes.
All right. Pay that to the landlord by then. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, so you'll need to come down to the courthouse. Okay, sir?
Understand, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you much.
6 Trails versus Sherry Kennedy.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
Sherry Kennedy.
All right. I'll need you to turn on a camera. Mr. Katz, how much is owing on this?
Non-payment rent possession only $1,247, 1247, includes
I-
costs.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn on the camera.
Okay. You,
Oh, there you go. Okay, maybe this is it here. Yeah, there I
and you
am.
got it.
All right, got
Okay,
it. Okay, sorry.
okay. Owing is $1,247. How are you gonna get that paid, ma'am?
Well, I'm gonna try out, the church is trying to help me get this check pay that off. I was under the assumption that when we moved in, we got a month's free rent. So that's what got me behind. I didn't know it was over in December. I moved in January, first week of January, and I didn't know that deal was over in December. So just miscommunication issue here, but I'll get it taken care of.
All right, so you're looking to get a church to help you pay it?
Yes, sir. Yep, they are going to help me pay it. Yes.
I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing. If everything's not paid in full, you'll need to come down to the courthouse, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Six Trails versus Michael Stewart.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
I'm here,
Said Mike.
Your Honor.
All right, how much is owing?
Non-payment rent possession case, $1,625, includes costs, 1625.
All right. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I'm not sure if this is for July or June. I have paid since I was given the notice of this Zoom meeting. I just don't know what the
How
last
much
payment
did
they
you
have on
pay?
record. On the 29th or the 30th, actually, because I would have gotten it the 29th. On the 30th, I gave them $1,425. And then on the 6th of this month, I gave them $225 more.
And Your Honor, the amount includes July. The problem was he never had a zero balance, so it just carried through. So that's your current balance, including everything.
I can have
Got
that
it.
paid by the end of this month.
All right, if you can work something out, you can call the landlord or the landlord's attorney, Mr. Katz, and see if you can work something out. I will adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, sir. If you don't have everything paid, you'll need to come down to the courthouse for the hearing.
Thank you.
And
Thank
Mr.
you.
Stewart, Your Honor, Mr. Stewart, just so you know, if court's on the 17th, you're technically going to get till the end of the month to take care of that balance. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Six Trails versus Omari Lloyd.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
Omari Lloyd, they're not checked in. You've been sworn. You may proceed.
Your Honor, this is a non-payment rent possession case. There's a second mailing by the court at this time requesting default judgment. Defendant has failed to appear. There's currently a balance due, including costs of $1,142. That's 1142. That amount includes costs. Requesting a default judgment in that amount with a writ to be issued after July 20th.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with the writ to issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Willow Ridge Apartments versus Sophia Bennett.
Good morning,
Good morning again, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
All right. And I think that's Miss Bennett right there. All right. How much is owing on her?
Non-payment rent possession case balance is $4,017, 4017, includes costs.
All right. Miss Bennett, how were you intending on getting that paid?
I put in for a hardship withdrawal because I've changed positions and had some financial hardships thus far. So I know that it says 10 days after approval. So I do plan to pay at least half by the 24th, if not all, and the remaining by the 31st, no later than the 31st of this month. June and July should be canceled out and my account should be zero.
Okay, so that's a hardship withdrawal from your employment or retirement, correct?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, yes, sir.
Okay, it's all right.
Your
All
Honor,
right.
in those cases, they usually need a copy of a judgment. I'm just wondering if maybe we should put a judgment in with a writ date that complies with next
I'm
week's.
not gonna do that because she's
Okay.
not represented by counsel. I understand that
Okay.
they may need that,
All
but
right.
she's gonna have to let me know that that's what they need, and I'll do it at the second hearing.
Okay, not a problem.
Thank you.
So, ma'am, I'm going to adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing.
Yes, sir.
At that hearing, make sure to have your status of exactly where your hardship withdrawal is.
Yes,
And
sir.
then we'll figure out how we're going to proceed from there, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you.
Willow Ridge Apartments versus Steve Inzumba.
Morning again, Your Honor. Cindy Katz, I'm the plaintiff.
I'm here, Steve wife. My name
I'm
is Sarah.
sorry?
I'm here. My husband working right now. My name is Sarah Fofo.
Okay. Are you in the same house with Steven Zumba?
Correct, honey.
Okay.
Your Honor, non-payment. Oh,
yeah.
Non-payment rent possession case balance is $2,061.2061.
All right, ma'am, how are you guys intending on getting this paid?
Next week we want to pay 1,000, and then next week of July 17 we need to pay 1,000, and then July 14 we need to finish our 24. I'm
July
sorry.
24th. Okay, so you
Yes.
need 2 weeks is what you're saying.
Yes, on it.
Okay, so let's see if you can get the 1,000 in by the 17th. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, so you'll need to come down to the courthouse unless everything's paid in full. But get the 1,000 in, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll see where we'll go.
Okay, thank you, honey.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Willow Ridge Apartments versus Trey Ellie.
Morning again, Your Honor. Cindy Katz, I'm the plaintiff. And I do see them. They are here.
How you doing, sir?
Got it. Okay. All right. How much is owing?
Non-payment rent possession case, there's currently a balance due, including cost of $2,011, 2011.
All right. And sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I could make a payment today, but the portal is locked. It has been locked for the last 2 weeks.
How much can you pay today?
I can pay 800, and then the remainder maybe later this week.
This upcoming week.
Yes, sir.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to order the landlord to take that. If there's a manner in which they can take it in their office, that's fine. If not, they're going to have to unlock his portal so he can pay the 800 and the other part.
Your Honor, I think they made a payment early this morning. I think this is the one that my client told me that they received some funds on.
No, but it's an additional amount that I've been wanting to pay. I actually had to call off work just to get a money order because my hours don't match up with the time to go get a money order because they keep blocking the portal.
Okay, but they took your payment this morning, or?
Correct. They did take it this morning,
Okay.
but yeah, they
Okay,
did take it
so
this
just
morning.
arrange with them to make a payment on the remaining portion that you've just indicated, and they'll take that. Okay?
The only thing is I try to call them and they don't answer the phone. Or they're not in the office. I always have to come back to speak to the property manager. She's either not in the
Okay,
office.
Sir, here's what I'm going to suggest you do. Make your best effort to get it paid. If not, then bring it to the court next week and we'll get that taken care of. All right, one way or another.
Okay,
all right.
thank you.
They should take your money. Don't. We'll figure it out. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. All right, that's an in-person hearing, sir. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
You do the same. All right, what do we do? Okay, this is the one that we have the email.
Yes.
All right. Covington Apartments versus Wakila Lee.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rebecca Austin for plaintiff.
Not checked in. Do I have a service on this? Or is this the one that's just late?
That was listed as late, don't know about.
I don't have this is. You show personal service. Got it. Because I have it stamped no service. All right. Are they here?
They are not.
Wakila Lee, no one's here. If you raise your right hand to be sworn, I'll let you proceed. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, go ahead.
You have to run a $529, court cost of $173.36 for a total of $702.36.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession. Redemption amount in the amount requested with a writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Covington Apartments versus Sahaja Newell.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Sahaja, no, I'm here.
Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay. How much is owing?
Your Honor, inclusive of cost, $1,623.36.
All right. And ma'am, how are you gonna get that paid?
I just started a new job. I still work my old job, but for right now, no one's getting paid for it because someone's been stealing from our payroll. So I just started a new job last night, and I'll be paying it when I get paid from my new job.
Okay. But we don't know when that is, right?
Yeah, I don't know when my payday is, no.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do, ma'am. I'm going to adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. I'm
Okay.
going to suggest that you contact plaintiff's counsel's office, see what, once you figure out when you're going to get paid and an approximate amount of how much, and see if you can work out some payment plan to get this resolved. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Peninsula Place versus, is it Nika Rizzi?
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Rizzi? Not present. You may proceed, counsel.
Your Honor, I'd request the default judgment for possession only, rent to retain is $1,522.50. Court cost of $177.72 for a total judgment of $1,701.22.
701.22. Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days. Peninsula Place versus Jeremy Jackson.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Jeremy Jackson, you said not here. They are not here. Counsel, you may proceed.
I request the default judgment for possession only, rent to retain is $1,506.02. Court cost of $177.72 for a total judgment of $1,683.74.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount in the amount requested. Writ issue in 10 days. Peninsula Place versus Micah Jackson.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff.
Jackson.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, there you are.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. How much is owing on her account?
With cost, Your Honor, $2,956.56.
Okay. Ms. Jackson, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I still work at my group home job. I am now starting to apply for more jobs because I'm making enough on paper, quote unquote, but I'm not like, I don't have a car. I Uber to work every day. So Uber is taking up most of my check. So now I'm getting a new job. I've started to apply for housing assistance, but like I said, on paper, I do make enough. So it looks like I should be able to pay my rent, but it's only me. I don't have anyone helping me and I don't have a car. So most of my money is going to like going to work because I work full time.
I
So
got you.
yeah, it's kind of hard for me, but I don't want it to be like I'm just living here for free. Like I do want to talk to you, Holly, and try to get something so that it's communication there.
All right. Okay,
Yeah,
Miss Jackson, I don't think anybody thinks you're trying to work for free. You just
I
or live
know.
there for free. You're just you're trying to live and try to figure out how to make it work. That right?
Yes.
Okay. That's why I have this docket, I guess, in a lot of ways, because that's what people have to do with life. Okay. So
Yeah.
you're good. And so you're gonna go talk to Holly and see if
Yes.
you can work something out. Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna give you a week to try to do that. I'm gonna adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you
And
so
so
much.
not a problem. You make sure to get in there, talk to her and see what you can work out. And hopefully you don't have to Uber over the way to the office.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you
young lady.
guys. All
You
right.
take care.
Bye-bye.
All right. And so I'm not rude. Good morning, Holly. I see that you're there. Peninsula Place versus Promise Johnson.
Good morning,
I'm
ma'am.
here.
Linda.
All right. And how much is owing on her account?
Your costs are under $1,868.22.
All right. Miss Johnson, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I applied for the Michigan Ability Partners. I have a follow-up meeting with them today. So I'm waiting to see like what they can cover, and then I was just gonna pay whatever the rest was.
Okay. So who was that you applied with?
The Michigan Ability Partners.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn you over to the 17th, 2026 at 12 noon.
Okay.
Okay. That's an in-person hearing. In your packet, you'll see a rental assistance form. You'll need to fill that out with the information that you have from MAP in
Okay.
terms of the assistance they're going to do. You need to file that we need to fill that out, file that with the court by Wednesday.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Peninsula Place versus Afra Pinjari.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Hi, Your Honor. I'm here.
All right, there she is. Okay, how much is owing on this account?
Your costs, Your Honor, $1,712.87.
All right, ma'am, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I lost my job back in May. I have another job that I'm working, but I work part-time there, so I'm trying to find another job and apply for assistance. But I should be able to pay June and July's by the end of the month.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 12 noon.
Okay.
If you apply for assistance, you'll need to fill out the form, the rental assistance form in your packet, file that
Okay.
with the court by Wednesday. What I'm going to
Okay.
suggest that you do is you get down to the office, talk to Holly, see whether or not you can work out some type of an arrangement that'll get you to the end of
Okay.
the month when you can pay it. Okay?
Okay, sounds good. Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Peninsula Place versus Amari. Yeah, I think Amari Taylor.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Taylor? Oh, there she is.
Hi.
Hello. All right, how much is owing?
Your costs, Your Honor, $2,800.13.
All right. Miss Taylor, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I was gonna ask if I can get 2 weeks till I get my next check to have the balance paid in full by the 24th.
You think you can do that by the 24th?
Yeah.
Okay, I can only give you to the 17th. I don't know, counsel, you want to put it on the 17th? What do you want to do?
Your Honor, we can meet on the 17th and either adjourn it. I don't know. Do you want to just adjourn
No,
it?
that's okay. I'll just put it out to the 17th. In the interim, Ma'am, you might want to call the attorney's office or talk to Holly, see what you can work out to get you to the 24th, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Peninsula Place versus Dave Martin.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Not here. Dave Martin, not here. You've been sworn. You may proceed.
Your Honor, requested a default judgment for possession only, rents retained $1,563.60. Court cost of $177.72 for a judgment of $1,741.32.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession, redemption of money in the amount requested, writ issue in 10 days. Peninsula Place versus Devontae Hughes.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff.
Good morning.
Oh, there he is.
Good morning.
All right. Good morning. All right. How much is owing on this?
With cost, Your Honor, $1,888.14.
All right. How are you intending on getting that paid?
I could pay the 800 today, actually. I tried to pay it yesterday, but I don't have a bank that's local out here, so I have to drive like 40 minutes to the bank to insert the money.
All right. So you can pay 800 today. And then what about the balance?
I could pay the rest by like next Friday.
By next Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. If you do get it paid that Friday, get it paid as early as you possibly can if you're going to pay the balance off. Okay.
I got you. That's not a problem.
Okay. And if everything's paid off, I don't need to see you on that date. If, however, you don't get it all paid, you'll need to come in.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Peninsula Place versus Yamaya Pilot or Pilot.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello. I'll need a camera, ma'am. Good morning.
I'm actually not on a phone that works with the camera right now.
Okay.
I
All right.
apologize.
It's all right. What's the plaintiff's claim in this case?
There's a non-payment case currently due and owing $3,694.17. That includes the court costs.
All right, ma'am, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I actually already paid it this morning.
You did?
Yes.
Do we know that yet, or?
Holly, ma'am, did you drop off a money order? How did you pay it?
I did it through the rental portal.
Okay. Holly, can you check?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I was gonna say, or maybe just adjourn it a week, and when that payment clears.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'll adjourn this out to the 17th, 2026 at 12 noon, like every other case. And, ma'am, if it's all paid in full, they'll dismiss the case. If for whatever reason something happened, it's not paid in full, you'll need to come down to the courthouse for that hearing, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Peninsula Place versus Jomar Pai.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
So, oh, there he is. Okay, how much is owing on this?
With cost, Your Honor, $1,848.77.
All right. Sir, how are you intending on getting that paid?
I was gonna pay 500 by Monday, and then we could just take it from there.
All right, pay 500 by the 13th. I'll set another hearing for July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing. You'll need to come down to the courthouse, sir. All right, if everything's not paid in full. Understood?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Peninsula Place versus Jace Johnson.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Jace Johnson, not checked in. You've been sworn. You may proceed.
I request a default judgment for possession only, rent to retain $871.31. Court cost of $177.72 for a total of $1,049.03.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you.
Peninsula Place versus Danielle Sexton.
Rebecca Austin for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Danielle Sexton, they are not checked in. You may proceed.
Your Honor, requested default judgment for possession only, rent to retain $1,214.16. Court cost of $177.72 for judgment of $1,391.88.
88 cents. Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession. Redemption amount is in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days.
Your Honor.
And I think that's it for you, Miss Austin. Miss Austin, I just want to say to you, it's not you, I realize, but the individuals JSG, which do your proofs of service, they turned in the Peninsula Place services late to the court.
Okay.
Which causes us a huge problem. So I'm gonna, and then I have to cause everybody else problems when it causes my clerks problems, and I don't want to do that. So I would just, if you could get in touch with them, let them know that they need to get those in by the timeline. Otherwise, I'm not going to hear the case, and then you guys aren't going to be real happy.
Okay, I appreciate that, Your Honor. I will address it.
All right, thank you.
You have a great.
Yep. Take care. All right. Look at these go. Kevin Souders versus Matthew Ashline.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
My name is Matthew Ashline.
Hello, I'm Kevin Souders.
All right. Mr. Souders, how much are you claiming is owed?
$8,414.90. That's rent due through today with court service fees.
Give me that number again.
$8,414.90.
All right. Mr. Ashline, how are you intending on getting that paid?
So I lost my business back in January, officially, and I have started a new venture via marketing. I plan on getting him paid. I honestly, at this point, I don't want to hurt Mr. Souders. He's been a very, very good tenant to me. So, just through our communications, I've agreed to part ways. I can.
Okay, so you're going to move out?
Yes, that's kind of what we've agreed upon.
When are you intending on doing that?
By the first of the month. And I'm also going to make sure, again, I get paid. My check should clear by Monday. I can get him paid by Wednesday, not in the full amount, but 2,500, and I can do that in increments, moving forward bi-weekly.
All right, you're entitled to an adjournment. I'd suggest the two of you figure out what you're going to do. But if everything's not resolved, well, even if it is resolved, it's got to be put on the record. So I'm going to adjourn this to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. And then we'll move forward from there. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thomas Tiplady versus Louis Cologne and Lon Smith. Of course.
We're here.
Okay. Okay, I have Thomas and Cologne and all right. I've got everybody. That's the deal. All right. This is a termination. What's the basis of the termination?
My name's Tom Tiplady. I'm the owner of the house, and it's we rented it to Lewis for 37 years, and throughout the 37 years, there's been all kinds of. It's fine. He's a great guy. He wasn't able to pay many times, and many times we were able to absorb that. and he paid off every last penny. Everything was great. And he's gone through a lifetime, 37 years, along with us. And now we're old, we're in our 80s, and I need to I've asked him to leave many times and for quite a while now. And
So there is no lease.
we signed a lease, it's 30 days from month to month, but I do have a lease for 1987 or 89.
Okay. 1987. I was like 3. No, I'm kidding. All right.
So he's been, and we've worked together through all the problems, but he ran out of money, and he's got a place in Florida, and
I got it.
He can, he's not going to be homeless, but I need to get the house back. We're too old. We're sick, both of us.
Okay. So, sir,
yes?
Hold on, sir. So, Mr. Cologne, what is your position on this?
Well, again, 37 years, really care a lot about my landlord, Tom, because he's been a friend. Last couple of years, a lot of things have changed relative to his age, which he was talking about. I'm not thrilled about having to be forced out, but assuming that that's the end result, because of 37 years and because of the fact that I've had no serious economic improvement up until the last 30 days, which involved a 2.5-year probate. So I've been living month to month relative to fixed income. I also lost a good chunk of the rental income when he evicted one of my tenants almost a year ago. So that's had an impact of over $6,000. Now that money is in place, essentially what I need is, to be blunt, a buttload of time to move out of a house that I've raised 2 families, etc. I mean,
I'll take that as a legal term. Here's what it is. You guys see if you can work that out. If you can't, then we'll all have to work it out together. I'll adjourn this out to July 17th, 2026 at 12 noon. That's an in-person hearing. You'll need to come down to the courthouse, and then we'll deal with it at that point if you guys can't work it out. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, can I get that on paper, the dates and the time?
Sure. You're at our access point.
I'm sorry?
You're at the access point. You're right outside our clerk's office.
Yes.
So we will send that to you, or if you wait some time, we'll get a file down to you so that they can put your date in and give it to you.
Much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mimi Tran versus Jeffrey. What is this? Hold on.
All right, so what's that?
I think it's Jeffrey Shue. But
Is it Jeffrey Shue?
he's here. Plaintiff is not.
Mr. Shue? Where is he? Oh, there he is. What's your name, sir?
My name is Jeffrey Shue.
All right. So we do have to correct your name. I don't know why they did this. Got it. This is a termination. Plaintiff is not here. Are you moving to dismiss?
I am moving to dismiss with prejudice.
Okay, everybody gets these legal terms. It's not going to happen with prejudice. I will dismiss the case that is without prejudice. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
You do the same.
What began as a simple eviction hearing quickly turned into an emotional courtroom battle as a woman desperately begged the judge for one last chance to save her home. The tenant explained that she had missed an earlier hearing because she was waiting on Zoom and believed the court would hear her case. She told the judge she had lived in the home for 13 years and had already gathered nearly $1,800 to pay toward what she owed. Fighting back emotion, she pleaded for more time, explaining that she had nowhere else to go if she lost her home. But the landlord's attorney painted a very different picture. According to the landlord, the eviction had already been completed, the legal deadlines had passed, and the tenant had even returned to the property without permission after being locked out. The attorney argued that the landlord had completely lost trust and had no intention of allowing her to move back in. The tenant admitted she had gone back into the home, but insisted it was only to get dog food and care for her grandson after being given very little time to collect her belongings. She promised the court that with her Social Security income, she could make automatic rent payments and never fall behind again. After listening to both sides, the judge delivered the decision. The motion to set aside the eviction was denied. The judge ruled that the eviction would stand, and the money already deposited with the court would be applied toward the outstanding balance instead. However, moments later, another housing case took a different turn. After learning that a payment had been made only 2 days late because housing assistance funds were still being processed, the judge chose compassion over technicality. The court waived a $64 late fee, saying it simply wasn't worth continuing the dispute over such a small amount. It was a reminder that while judges must follow the law, they can still show fairness and common sense when the circumstances allow. Do you think the judge made the right decision by denying the eviction request but waiving the late fee in the second case? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more real courtroom moments.